Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Abdul Rafiq, can you read this question for us?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
List the six articles of faith and give an account of what any two of them teach.
So you will write the list. I mean, you will produce the list of all the articles of faith, and you will briefly, I mean, discuss like it is discussed here. You can see yourself two, three, four, 5 lines about everything. 4 lines might be, and then in detail you will write about two of them, right? What they teach, and in part A of the questions, you will be required to give the information. And in part B of the question, you will be required to analyze the things. Part A of the question will carry 10 marks and part B will carry 4 marks. And you know, in this exam, this assessment, you will be given 3 questions. You will be required to answer 2 of them. And each question will carry 14 marks and each question will have two parts in it. Part A will carry 10 marks and part B will carry 4 marks. So your whole assessment will be of 30 marks and paper will be of 28 marks, and whatever you will get, we will convert that into 30. So this is a question which we have just seen, and let's see what the B part of this question is. Ji Rafe, can you read the part B of the question?
Sir.
Read
Yes,
it.
sir. Part B. What,
Sir.
in your opinion, is
Ji
the
Abdur Rahman.
Sir, please can you repeat the thing which you told about the paper, like sections and those? I couldn't hear you, sir.
So it is recorded. You can hear that afterward. Don't you worry. These Abdur.
Part B? What,
Hmm.
in your opinion, is the importance of prophets being sent to humanity?
So you have to give your opinion now. Okay, what is the importance of sending the prophet to humanity? So you have to give your opinion here. And in the B part, you have to analyze the things. But anyway, let's see what points you will be required to write. Read from the answer.
So sorry, sir. Can you repeat? I accidentally left the meeting.
I said, you see, in B part, you will be required to analyze the thing, and you see, it is said, okay, what in your opinion? So you have to write your own opinion, your own understanding. Okay, what is the importance of the prophets being sent to humanity? So I said, you will give your own understanding, you write your own opinion, but on the same time, the mark scheme suggests that you will be writing this sort of stuff. So read from the answer what would be required in the
Sir,
answer.
can I?
A range of reasons could be given. It could be said that prophets were sent to guide humanity to worship of their Creator. They were sent as warners to clarify to humans the purpose of creation, to show the righteous path, providing practical examples, conveying the teachings of God. A few points could be given, or one or two well developed ones. All answers need to be credited according to the evaluation offered.
So it means that these points will be required and you will explain them appropriately. And for 4 marks, you will give the explanation of this. I hope you all will be able to do that.
Yes, sir.
Now you see it is again question 4. Actually, I have taken this from the past paper. So in the past paper, this question was always given at number 4. So can you read the next question, Abdur Rahman?
Yes, sir. Write in detail about Muslim belief in life after death and the day of judgment.
So the question is about life after death. Yani what will happen after death and what will happen on the day of judgment. So I hope you will be able to write it back. Isn't that? We have discussed already. We have studied
Yes,
that.
yes, sir.
But even then, I would like Abdur Rahman to read for us what is described here in the answer.
Candidates in this answer need to write in detail as the question is asking them about Muslim belief in the life after death and the day of judgment. Responses could include information such as belief in life after death is a fundamental belief of Muslims. It could be added that a mini judgment takes place in the grave. This belief shows a direct relation between a person's conduct.
What is mini judgment?
So like it is the two angels will come when you will be buried, not buried, like when you will be in the grave, and they will come and they will ask you the three questions, which are that man rabbuka, who is your god,
Good,
ma,
Shabash.
ma dinuka,
Proceed further.
what is your that what is your religion, and man nabiyuka, who is
Hmm.
your
Good.
prophet. So
So
we have
this stage of hereafter is known as barzakh. You read further.
okay, sir. This belief shows a direct relation between a person's conduct on earth and the life beyond. Muslims believe the present world to be a trial and that rewards and punishments are dependent on how one lived one's life. Candidates also need to write about the day of judgment, and here they could say at the appointed hour, which is only known to God. This world will become to an end. Following its end will be the day of resurrection, and in this universal
Resurrection.
gathering,
Res-
all will have to give an account of their deeds. No injustice will be meted out. Paradise, paradise and hell will be final resting places. It is the detail and development of some or many of the points given above that will earn candidates the mark desired. The points given are guidance, and candidates could mention other elements like the sirat, etc. When where necessary, marks should be given even if the points are not mentioned above, but are relevant.
Okay. So you understand okay, what should be the discussion in the answer of this question. And can you read the B part of this question?
Yes, sir. How does
Hmm.
belief in the life after death affect the life of a Muslim?
Can you answer me at your own without reading from the book?
How does belief in the life after affect the life of Muslim? Sir, a person will do good deeds if he knows that what are the rewards of good deeds, and if he is willing to go to the Jannah. Like everyone is willing to go to the Jannah, but like we have to do so much effort for going to the Jannah, and we have to do good deeds with the other people, and when so, like
And
the belief in the life after death means that the person is ready for it, and like he knows that a day will come when everyone have to stand in front of Allah, and his like he will be asked the questions that what he have done in the life, and so he have to do good deeds which will be good, like which will uh,
so
so like he will do.
Abdurrahman, actually, you are saying that because of this faith in the life after death, a Muslim will be very careful and he will realize that He is answerable to Allah, and one day he is going to appear before Allah. So in this life, he will be very careful, and he will try to do maximum good deeds, and he will avoid the bad or evil. Hana?
Yes, sir.
Read for from the answer. What points are mentioned here?
Okay, sir. Here, candidates need to give an evaluative response saying how, in their opinion, belief in life after death affects the life of a Muslim. It is a subjective response and will vary from one to another. However, one may accept responses such as it makes Muslims realize that they have to live in accordance with the guidance given by God. It makes them realize that they will be held to account for their actions in this world. This belief makes them God conscious, etc. A range of
Hmm.
responses can be given, but whatever is written needs to be substantiated.
Okay.
Substantiated.
Yani, if the answer is relevant to the question, so that will be considered and the marks be given. This is the meaning of this last line. So I hope you all will be able to answer back if this question is asked. Noor Muhammad, what is the next question?
Name the revealed books mentioned in the Quran, giving the names of the messengers they were revealed to and the message they contained.
How many questions are asked in this one question?
Sir, three, I
Sir,
think.
three.
Three.
Very good. So first of all, you will write the names of those books which are revealed, and then you will write the names of those prophets who received them, and then you will describe what is common in between. Okay, what is the message given? Hana?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Noor Muhammad, can you read from this answer the points given?
Okay, sir. The candidates in their answer could mention the Zabur revealed to Dawood alayhi salam, the
ज़बूर
Taurat,
को इंग्लिश में क्या कहते हैं?
Psalms.
हाँ तो ये भी पढ़े ना सैम्स.
The Zabur Psalms revealed to David alayhi salam, the Taurat revealed to Moses alayhi salam, the Injil Gospel sent to Isa, Jesus alayhi salam, and the Quran revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Some candidates may well say that the Quran also mentioned the Suhuf scroll of Ibrahim alayhi salam. All the divine books invited the people to worship one God. They contained belief in prophethood, the day of judgment, and accountability before God on the last day. Along with these teachings, the revealed books contained a code of conduct, a code of morality and justice. But the books besides the Quran were not comprehensive enough to contain a complete code of life for all times. The Quran is the most comprehensive book sent by God. It deals with every aspect of life, social, economic, moral, legal. God says, "This day I have perfected your religion for you and completed my favors upon you, and chosen for you Islam as your religion." Some candidates could add that
No,
none
what is
of
this? What you have missed? What is that? How you will read this?
Al Ma'idah chapter 5 verse 3.
Ji. Okay.
Some candidates could add that none of the revealed books beside the Quran are in their original form today.
So it means that whatever you will write, and we have discussed already when we were covering this part, you will be required to add those points which are not given in the answer. Right?
Yes, sir.
Like this
Yes.
comparison between the books is not given. Which book is the original one and which is not the original one today, and what has happened to the books, who has changed the teachings of those books. So that sort of discussion will also bear you the marks. And what is B part of this question, Noor Muhammad Khan?
All the revealed books were sent by God. What, in your opinion, makes the Quran unique?
So can you tell at your own what is the unique aspect of Quran when we
Yes, sir.
compare Quran with other books? Huh?
Sir, can I
Yes, sir.
answer?
All the previous books have been corrupted while the Quran is still in its original form, and the
No, 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 no.
and Quran was revealed in parts while the other books were revealed all at once.
What else?
Sir, the other books contained guidance for the people of that time, while the Quran contains guidance for the whole world.
Okay. What else?
Sir, can I answer?
Next, you will answer, Sayyid Mashar. Next question you will deal. Noor Muhammad, be quick. Is there any other point? Is there any other? Is there any point related to the language of the books?
Quran was written in Arabic.
Noor Muhammad, read from the answer.
Okay, sir. In this part, as in other part B's, we are looking to find out the candidate's views, and all valid answers need to be credited. The following is a guidance as to what may be written by candidates. It could be said that Quran is different from other revealed books as it is the only book revealed to all humanity for all times.
Hmm.
God himself has promised to protect its message.
Hmm.
It could be said that the language of Quran is very much alive today and spoken by millions, unlike those of the other revealed books.
Hmm.
These and other valid responses need to be awarded marks on their own merit.
So I hope, boys, you will be able to answer back if such questions are asked, huh?
Yes, sir. And sir,
Sayyid
I
Bashir, ji,
question.
what is your, ji, ask the question.
Sir, on the day of judgment, like if we go to Jannah, so the relations like husband and wife, so will they be the same and will they be able to have like kids, like increase the population?
No, no, not increase in the population. And
Okay.
these relationship will be maintained, right?
Okay.
Ji, Sayyid Bashir, read the next question.
Yes, sir. Beliefs in prophets and the revelation of the books are essential to Islam. Write an account.
So you are required to write about the prophets of Allah and the books revealed by Allah, right?
Yes, sir.
And you will be able to do that.
Yes, sir.
For example, what you will tell? Can you tell me at your own what you will say about the prophets?
So the prophets, yeah, a prophet was sent to each nation for their each specific time period, and they knew their languages. So they were chosen by Allah. They were obedient. Some of them had books. Some of them did not.
And what else?
And so
What was their number?
there were 1,24,000. There was a total of 1,24,000
And
prophets.
Muslims are required to do what about these prophets?
So Muslims are supposed to be guided by these prophets, be inspired by
No,
these.
no, 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 no.
Sir, they are required to
Mus-
believe in the whole line of
yes,
prophets from Adam.
Muslims are required to have belief in them, but they will follow only Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now read from your answer on the screen.
Yes, sir. These two articles of faith. For this answer, candidates need to give an account for Muslim beliefs and prophets and the revealed books. They could say that prophets were sent as guidance to the mankind. In turn were guided by God Himself. The prophetic line starts with Adam alayhi salam and ends with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is all the prophets and that all the prophets preached Islam and invited people to worship one God, that they spoke the language of their people and were all normal human beings chosen by Allah and endowed with miracles and books, were obedient to God, etc., are all points that could be raised and developed in the answer amongst other points. Names of some
Yani
prophets.
you can write other points as well, not only these points. Okay.
Names
Ji.
names of some
Okay.
of the prophets could give an answer linked to
Yeah.
the second part of the answer, which asks about the revealed books. Their
Uh,
names could be given, and candidates only say which book was revealed to the prophet. They could go on to say that all the divine books invited people to worship God and contained belief in prophethood, the day of judgment, accountability before God, a code of morality and justice. Answer could also talk about the finality of the Prophet Muhammad (SAW) and the Quran being the last universal and the most perfect books, guidance sent by God to humankind for all ages.
So
Yes,
I
sir.
hope you all will be able to write back the answer, huh?
Yes, sir.
And what is B part of this question, Bashir?
B part, question number 5. The Quran describes itself as a confirmation of the early revelations. Does the Quran differ in any significant way from early revealed books?
Okay, tell me what you will say at your own.
Sir, the Quran was revealed, the Quran was revealed in a span of 23 years, compared to like direct at one time. The Quran will stay and is protected by Allah and is not corrupted. And so the Quran is there for the whole mankind and universe for forever until the day of judgment.
Oh, right. So this sort of discussion will be needed, huh?
Yes, sir.
Sayyid Bilal, can you read the next question?
So me, Mubashir.
Uh, no. Is this
Second.
Bilal in this class?
No.
No Bilal in this class.
Mm,
Huzaifa Ahmed, can you read for us the next question? Huzaifa Ahmed. Huzaifa, do you hear me? Ahmed Alam, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So read for us this next question.
Yes, sir.
Can you read this next question?
Yes, sir.
Read for us.
Okay, sir. Somebody- Sir, which one? Up one or down one? I was
There is only one question and there are two parts in it.
number
Part
4A.
A.
Belief in all prophets is one of the articles of faith in Islam. Write about this Muslim belief in detail.
So can you write about this at your
Yes, sir.
own?
Yes, sir.
What you will say at your own? Please tell me.
And there are 25 prophets mentioned in the Quran. We should believe in all. We should believe in all the prophets. There are above 1 lakh 24,000 prophets in the mentioned in the not mentioned in the Quran, but there are 124,000 124,000 prophets. There are prophets and there are Rasul and Nabi. Rasul are the ones who bring new laws, or books, while Nabi are those who teach the old laws. And the Muslims should believe in all the prophets which were chosen by Allah. The and every Rasul is a Nabi, but not every Nabi is a Rasul. And there are and
Good.
the
Good, Shabash.
and we should
Now
believe.
can you read from the given answer?
Belief in all the prophets sent by God, starting from Adam to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, is an integral part of every Muslim faith. Muslims believe that some of these prophets were Nabis and others were Rasuls. Answers would say that Muslims believe in all the prophets that came were men of outstanding moral character, sinless, and preach the word of God. It is believed that there are 124,000 prophets in all, the line ending with Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. All of these prophets were endowed with miracles and some were given books to guide mankind. Candidates would develop their answer by giving the names of some of these prophets and also the books that were revealed to them. They could write about the importance of believing in all of them and giving respect to all, and writing about the finality of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as the seal of prophets.
Good. So I hope everyone will be able to write back the answer of this question if it is asked. What is the B part of this, Ahmed Alam?
How is the message brought by these prophets important for Muslims today? Muslims can learn
Can you
from.
say something? Listen, beta.
Yes, sir.
Can you answer this at your own?
Yes, sir. Muslims should believe in all these prophets, and there are many teachings of these prophets. Um, also Muslims also this is essential part of the faith. So Muslims should believe in these prophets. All the prophets taught
No,
about
no.
oneness of Allah.
Ahmad Alam Sahib, you are talking about that Muslims should believe about their message. But the point is, how is the message brought by these prophets important for the Muslims today? So you have to answer this how.
Okay. Like if they teach oneness, all the prophets taught that about the oneness of Allah to their specific nation. Um, and they taught about the oneness of Allah. So and they also taught about the ways of life. And there were many azab to there were many azab to the people who commit shirk and did not listen to the prophets, who commit shirk and did not listen to the prophets. The Muslims should learn that if anyone does shirk, will get a punishment in this life and the hereafter.
Ahmad Alam, now what you told, and now you will read the answer, and you will tell yourself how much your answer was relevant to this. Read from this given answer.
It could be said that the message brought by all the prophets was of belief in one God, good conduct, and belief in the resurrection of the day of judgment. This message is important to Muslims today just as it was important to Muslims of the past ages, and it will be of those of the future because it reiterates Tawheed and accountability, which, if person bears in mind, will lead to good conduct and prosperity in the world and in the next. It teaches Muslim tolerance for other revealed faiths and makes them realize that Islam is continuation and culmination of the other revealed faiths. The unity of the message will foster become relations between Muslims and other believers, etc. Not all the points mentioned above need to be written about and discussed to get the higher level marks.
So the point is that you have to see that what the question is asking. In this, you are not required to write about the belief, but you are required to write about the importance of that message which was brought by the previous prophets for the Muslims today. What is the importance of that message today? Clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Zain Ahmad Irfan, can you read the next question?
Yes, sir. Question 5, Part A. Write an account about the relationship between belief in God's divine degree and human responsibility.
So can you tell me what the question is? Zain Ahmad Irfan, can you tell me what the question is demanding?
Sir, it's demanding that the Muslim should believe what is the relation of every Muslim in the belief of God's divine degree and their responsibilities in this world.
Tell me in your own word. What are you telling? Don't looking at the book or the question or the line. What the question is, what you will say, or what you are required to say here in the answer. No? Where is Muhammad Ashar Nadeem? Can you hear me, Ashar? Muhammad Ashar Nadeem.
Sir, he isn't in the class.
Hmm. Uh, Abdullah Subhan, do you hear me? Ji Abdur Hafiz,
Yes, sir.
what is the question and what will be the answer of this question?
Sir, we have to tell about The belief in God's predestination and decree.
Okay. And there are two parts in it. Number one, you have to tell about the God's predestination or decree, and then you have to tell what is the responsibility of human being connected to that. Do you understand this point?
Yes, sir.
So you have to talk about the God's predestination, and then you have to discuss what is our responsibility then. Okay. Uh, Muhammad Kundi, do you hear me? Muhammad Kundi, do you hear me, beta?
Yes, sir.
Can you read this question and tell me what the question is asking?
Okay, sir. Write an account about the relationship between belief in God's divine decree and human's responsibility. The
So
fifth
what
article of
what is asked here? What is asked here?
sir, it is asking about the God's divine decree and human's responsibility and their relationship.
Yani you have to discuss what is the God's divine decree and what is the responsibility of human beings.
Yes, sir.
So do we have some time to discuss, or that's okay? We will discuss later on.
Sir, we discuss.
Do we have some time?
No,
Sir,
sir.
The
time is
period
up.
is over.
So you prepare yourself very well, inshallah. I hope you will be able to answer these questions and you will feel easy after this discussion further. I mean, it will be kind of a relief